Chapter 170. The boy led the white tiger deep into the pitch-dark cave, speaking as they walked. I can feel the breath of the herbs. Even this breath is very strong, like that of an extremely rare herb. The boy turned back and clenched his hand, speaking with a hopeful tone, as if to comfort the white tiger. White tiger, let's go see, maybe it can heal your wings. Coo-coo, the white tiger coughed. Blood also spurted from its mouth. Clearly it had been seriously injured. Seeing this, the boy sweated, anxiously asked, "What's wrong with you?" The white tiger, also worried, gently showed the injured wing to the boy. "Look here, this is where I was hurt earlier." "Oh, it turns out that this wound has started to appear a strange purple color. It seems to have been poisoned." With his medical skills, the boy immediately knew the white tiger had been poisoned. The situation became even more dangerous. The white tiger saw the fear in the boy's eyes, felt a bit regretful for revealing the situation like that, then comforted. "It's okay, I can still bear it." But with its rich language library, the white tiger said, "Everyone will all die." The boy immediately despaired. Sweat again covered his face. His worried eyes looked at the white tiger. "This big guy is also too pessimistic." The boy continued to comfort. "You won't die. You saved me so you got hurt. I will definitely find a way to save you." The boy led the white tiger forward again, speaking as they walked. "The path to that herb is a bit far. You have to persevere. Let's go." The white tiger agreed, said, "Everyone will die." The boy felt angry and shouted, "I've said it. No one will die. You're so annoying." So a man and a tiger continued on their way, passing through the cold gray air, deep into the cave. On the ground, Tian Kem had launched a massacre, killing the mutated Crow army. Only the Crow King escaped. Tian Kem really went mad. The Crow King ran away with feathers flying all over the sky. Truly a rose full of thorns. But Tian Kem is not easy either. Her whole body is also full of wounds. Her beautiful face is covered in blood. Tian Kem gritted her teeth and said, "Humph. If you can't fight, just run away." At this time, the sound of wind suddenly rang out from behind. It turns out that two mutated wind wolves of Misty Mountain who were patrolling nearby had heard the noise and ran over. Tian Kem thought it was an enemy. Her vigilant face turned back to look. "This is really lucky. If the wind wolves are here, it means Peace City is also nearby. They can call for help." Tian Kem thought for a moment, then she ordered, "You guys came just in time. Quickly sniff to find the trace of the white tiger. It might be injured." But unfortunately, then the sky also started to pour the first drops of rain down. The wind wolves were still actively sniffing to find the scent of the white tiger. But with this weather, if they don't hurry, they won't be able to find any traces. The beautiful Tian Kem, seeing this, felt extremely worried and helpless. The lives of that boy and the white tiger will be in danger if they don't quickly find them. On this side, under the deep crevice, the white tiger and that boy together took shelter from the rain under a rock overhang, silently melancholy looking at this bleak scene. Even in this situation, the boy took shelter under the wing of the white tiger, still said a very optimistic sentence. "In this place, we won't have to worry about being flooded." But the white tiger suddenly fell to the ground. It seemed like it couldn't bear it anymore. The boy quickly ran over and called out the name of the white tiger. His hand touched its body, found its whole body was burning hot. It seemed like the white tiger had a fever due to being infected for too long. The white tiger at this time, its eyes had blurred due to the heat of the fever. Its mouth spat out fresh blood, but still tried to say a comforting sentence to the boy. "I'm okay, I just need to sleep." But with its superior language skills, the white tiger said, "Everyone will all die." This time the boy no longer cared about what the white tiger said, only focused on finding a way to save the situation. The body temperature of the white tiger was getting higher and higher. It was due to the poison acting too strongly. Like this, a few hours later the white tiger would die. The boy took out a white herb, thinking silently in his heart. This crevice was still cold. Occasionally there was the eerie sound of the wind howling. But 2 hours later, the white tiger had been carefully bandaged. Its body was much stronger. The boy said to the white tiger, "This is the spirit revival herb. It has the ability to reduce pain and anti-inflammatory. Originally it could be sold for 50,000 at the black market. I intended to use it to save my brother. If not, my brother will have his eyes gouged out by people. But I can't let you die in vain either." The herb had been crudely crushed by him using a stone and mixed with water for the white tiger to drink and apply on the wound. The boy said, "Now just hope that there are other expensive herbs around here. If not, my brother will be in danger. Now it seems we are in the same boat." Yes, it seems this boy is very brave and smart. In a dangerous situation, he still found the most complete solution. The white tiger sat still listening to the boy's words, then thought silently for a moment, then nodded and said, "Everyone will all die." The boy officially doubted, felt something was very wrong. His paralyzed face asked the white tiger, "Hey, don't you only know how to say that one sentence?" Then the two continued to follow the breath of that herb. The deeper they went into the cave, the colder and darker it felt. They kept going, until they reached a hole in the ground. How deep this hole was, no one knew, only knew the breath of the spirit herb came from here and rose up. Very determined, the boy said, "This is the way to that herb, let's jump down." So the white tiger roared and carried the boy straight down the deep hole. Perhaps this hole was hundreds of meters deep. As soon as they landed, a group of mutated worms was waiting for them. These worms had no eyes and could only sense the aura of other species. These worms had been starving for decades, even resorting to cannibalism. Now that another species had appeared, they naturally became extremely ferocious. But who was the white tiger? It was the main force of Misty Mountain, easily weaving through these worms. However, it dropped the boy to the ground a few times, almost costing him his life. After overcoming the vicious worms, they entered a quieter corridor, completely empty. But not really. A leech fell on the boy's head, a tiny leech. But damn it, even though it was a juvenile leech, it was also extremely hungry, its mouth full of sharp teeth staring at the boy as if looking at a chicken leg. This made the boy turn pale and his skin goosebumps. "Get away, you disgusting thing!" But then, the green leech family saw their offspring being insulted, immediately sent out 10,000 giant leeches to chase the white tiger group to regain justice. This made both the white tiger and the boy scared to wet their pants. Lunchtime had arrived. The boy ate a piece of dried meat, while the white tiger was licking its smooth fur. The two took a short rest, but before they finished eating, a tall monster emerged from the ground, determined to bother them. The boy hadn't even swallowed. Seeing this creature, he was immediately choked and almost died. Roar! The giant centipede with a completely red body roared to show its dominance. "You dare to eat in front of me? I have been starving for decades, damn it!" Without saying much, the boy jumped on the back of the white tiger. The two ran like flying. But the injured white tiger couldn't compare with the speed of this giant centipede. Its body, hundreds of meters long, had soon ambushed the entire cave, easily wrapping the white tiger with its body. The white tiger roared in pain, and the boy also became extremely frustrated, throwing a large stone at the centipede. After that, they also overcame, escaped from the shameless centipede, and entered another desolate cave. But both were exhausted, especially the boy. Now he had to use a crutch to climb up this inclined road. They continued to go into another cave. It seemed there was light ahead. When they entered, both were stunned. Is this heaven? A space that goes straight outside, extremely spacious, white light shining in, a beautiful carpet of plants full of colorful flowers and grass. In the middle of this plant carpet, a silver giant tree was swaying in the wind, emitting a peaceful light. With sparkling eyes, the boy softly exclaimed, "It's so beautiful!" Here it was unexpected. Amidst countless monster traps like hell, there existed such a beautiful peace. The boy gently moved closer to this land, while the white tiger felt safe, began to sit down and lick its cannon. The giant tree here, who knows how many years, all the light of the moon or the sun was absorbed by it, making the leaves all change to a gentle white color. After so many hours of hardship, now they really got to rest. The boy observed the cave mouth, saw it looked like the letter V. The white tiger also agreed. Then the two together happily breathed and enjoyed this beautiful scene. Their faces showed an undeniable joy. The boy suddenly remembered his hometown before, but the radiant face of the farmer on the heavy grain field couldn't help but sigh. "My hometown was also very beautiful, until when you monsters invaded, destroyed my hometown, killed my parents." Saying this, The boy's eyes turned red and looked strangely at the white tiger. But the white tiger could completely understand, just gently moved forward and used its wing to comfort the boy. The boy put his hand on this giant tree and continued, "At that time I was very hateful of monsters, but the result, human heart, is the most hateful thing." The boy looked at the white tiger. Its whole body was injured and one wing was completely damaged. "White tiger, you were seriously injured to save me, thank you very much." The boy smiled brightly and said with a hopeful voice, "Wait for you to grow enough feathers, I will take you to see the tree hill of my hometown." The clear laughter of the boy echoed throughout the space. The white tiger also smiled brightly, agreed, and said, "Everyone will all die." "Oh, it's this sentence again. Don't you know how to say any other sentence?" "Everyone will all die, enough to ruin the atmosphere, old man." In the boy's memory, occasionally there still appeared the ferocious faces of people who scolded him and his younger brother for leading them into a beast's cave instead of searching for precious herbs. They cursed and beat them, and the brothers were sold from one person to another like commodities. A brutal man raised a baseball bat, more ferocious than a demon, and yelled, "Today I will teach you a lesson," followed by the desperate screams of the boy and his younger brother, please don't hit me anymore, it hurts so much, hoo." The two men who specialized in tormenting the brothers were a fat man and a thin man. The thin man said, "You hit them a bit too hard just now, selling them like this will depreciate their value." The fat man coldly replied, "Then sell their organs, surely we can make quite a bit." Indeed, human hearts are more evil than monsters. I must clarify, this is a little girl. The girl and her brother were locked in a small, stinky, and dark prison like animals. After the beating, the younger brother was in pain and shivering, only knowing to hug his sister and cry, "Sister, it hurts so much, how long do we have to endure this?" Then the boy's tears flowed like a waterfall, filled with unbearable resentment. The sister also shed tears, tightly hugging her brother, and said in a strained voice, "As long as we live, as long as we survive, we will have a chance to escape this life." The girl woke up in the arms of the white tiger. She had never had such a peaceful sleep before, unfortunately, but the nightmare still did not let her go. But the girl startled. "It's dangerous," she had dozed off for who knows how long. The girl quickly pulled her leg to wake the white tiger. "Hurry up, white tiger, we have to continue on our way." But the white tiger opened its eyes. Its whole body was very difficult to move, because the poison had spread quite large on its body. The white tiger could only whisper without breath. The girl looked at the white tiger, observed the area of the wound and the direction it was spreading, silently thinking about the remaining time of the white tiger. Surely the white tiger was in great pain. Then the girl looked back at the place where the spirit flower was. It seemed that the spirit flower herb was very close now. On the other side of this piece of vegetation, there was a small cave. Passing through there would definitely find the precious herb. The white tiger tried to say a sentence. "Go on, leave me behind." Of course, it's the same old sentence, but the meaning is like that. The girl looked worriedly at the white tiger, started calculating in her head, and tried to calm herself down. Then the girl decisively stood up, decided to rush over there alone to pick the herb. "White tiger, you have to hold on and wait for me." The white tiger tried to follow the small figure with its eyes. Humans are indeed brave. The girl bent down to crawl through a hole only as big as a dog, tried to go into the tunnel, leaving behind the piece of vegetation full of white flowers, once again finding hell. Sometimes people have to rush into death to find a way to live. In the small tunnel that only a dog could crawl through, fortunately, the thin and weak body of the little girl could crawl easily. However, there were too many blood-sucking worms in there. They clung to the girl's whole body. But she was no longer afraid. Just swing her hand and they would fly elsewhere. Then continue to crawl with all her strength. Finally, she found the exit, a piece of light ahead. But then, there were dozens of different holes. Now the little girl had to make the right choice, otherwise, she would be lost in this maze forever without reaching the destination. The girl looked at this scene and sighed. So many holes, surely there were monsters inside, but still had to choose, couldn't retreat. Calmly observing for a while, the girl started searching. There it was. It was the breath of the herb emanating from a hole above. Then the girl continued to climb. White tiger, hang in there, wait for me. So tired, the girl climbed to the edge of the cave, panting out of breath. Then she looked down. It was terrifying. It was the den of a group of giant monsters. They were sleeping soundly. It seemed these were giant centipedes. There were hundreds of them. On the other side was the precious herb, emitting a sparkling light. But how can she get there now? The girl was blocked by a pack of ferocious, bloodthirsty monsters below. This distance was also too far. The girl laughed happily to herself. Ha ha, finally found it. Just don't wake these beasts. But what is the plan now? The girl had a rather dangerous method. That was to decide to climb around this monster valley. Climb, climb, climb. But crack, the handhold of the little girl suddenly cracked. A not-so-big stone fell out and plunged straight down below, hitting the sleeping centipede. The little girl was scared and dared not breathe heavily. Damn it, hope you guys don't wake up. But indeed, a few seconds later nothing happened. The girl continued to climb. A while later, she reached the destination. Phew, the girl panted. She had reached the precious herb. This is the resurrection grass. Oh my God, this time the white tiger is saved. The girl's face was joyful, just hoping to save the white tiger, no longer caring about its market value. Oh, but there are no other precious herb flowers. So what about her brother? Damn it, the girl pulled her hair, completely unwilling. This cave is really stingy. While the girl was contemplating her brother's fate, a dark shadow appeared behind her, extremely smelly, followed by the sound of grinding teeth. Boom! The giant centipede immediately rushed in wanting to eat this girl. But instinct made the girl dart away to avoid, and as quick as a cut, one hand grabbed the resurrection herb, holding it tightly in her hand. Then, as fast as the wind, the girl hugged the herb and darted into a tunnel, leaving the bulky giant centipede behind. In the girl's head, there was only one sentence: I'm about to die, I'm about to die, I'm about to die, and the centipede was furious and wouldn't let go, chasing her frantically. The girl ran to where the leeches were. They had been waiting for a long time. Damn it, they started to dive down, and the centipede also just arrived, surrounded by enemies. What to do? It was still the baby leech from earlier, rushing up to take revenge. The girl put up a hand to block, but there were hundreds of other leeches also rushing in like crazy. Suddenly, boom! The giant centipede was driven mad by the leeches sucking its blood. It writhed frantically, causing the whole cave to collapse. Taking advantage of this chaos, the girl hugged the herb and ran out of the encirclement. But after running a few hundred steps, the girl realized that this was a dead end, trying to grope forward to see if she could find a way out. But it was impossible. All were rocks as hard as steel. What to do now? Turning back, it was still the giant centipede. Today it was its turn to guard the herb. But it was stolen, so it had no face left for its nest, unless it could get the herb back. The giant centipede coiled its body as if threatening its prey. The sound of its armor rubbing against each other sounded like sharpening a knife. It was terrifying. The girl could only whisper in fear. Help, help, roar. The centipede rushed up to finish off its prey, but just at this moment, boom, the sealed layer was broken. The fierce white tiger rushed out, ramming straight into the centipede, making it lose balance, swaying to one side. Not yet, the white tiger also bit straight into the body of the centipede, wanting to use its teeth to pierce through its thick armor. Seeing a familiar face, the girl's face was as happy as a flower. White tiger. The white tiger opened its mouth wide, shot out a faint blue spirit power, in a blink of an eye defeated the unlucky centipede. The girl hugged the precious herb tightly with both hands, laughed loudly. We won, we finally won. As for the white tiger, it was panting. Clearly it had used the last bit of its remaining strength to save the girl one more time. But at this moment, the place where the giant centipede was started to move a bit. Although it had been seriously injured, a large chunk of its body was bitten off by the white tiger. The white tiger instinctively feared. Something was very dangerous. Damn it, this beast wanted to self-destruct. Boom, boom, boom. A series of large explosions. Every piece of the centipede's body was like a barrel of explosives. It exploded. It was determined to die with the white tiger and the little thief. The white tiger quickly carried the girl and ran out of the affected area. But a large spirit power beam hit the white tiger straight, throwing it hundreds of meters rolling on the cave wall. Both fell through a crack, fell down to the beautiful vegetation below, dust and smoke all over the area. The white tiger lay flat on the ground motionless, and the girl was worse off. A sharp stone had stabbed straight into her stomach, blood soaked through her clothes, and then, blood gushed out of her mouth. The girl's stomach was in indescribable pain, feeling death getting closer and closer to her. Is this me about to die? Her right hand was still holding the precious herb tightly. The girl started to breathe heavily. Her eyes started to blur. Only the image of her crying younger brother appeared in front of her. The girl softly moaned, "Little brother, I will definitely save you." The white tiger is also breathing its last breaths. It recalls the fight with the bear. The bear bumped heads with the white tiger, and the white tiger won, fiercely roaring to show its dominance, but was whipped by the divine tree. Damn it, why did you use your head to butt heads with the opponent? You could dodge and then counterattack with your head, don't you know? Although your body is strong, you can't just use your body to hard counter the opponent, do you understand? You can't withstand various toxic attacks or paralyzing effects, do you understand? The divine tree yelled angrily, "Continue practicing. When you regret it, it will be too late." The white tiger suddenly woke up with a start, exclaimed in fear, "Quickly go find the divine tree, or everyone will die." But there is no divine tree here. The white tiger foolishly looked around but saw no one. Its wings have fully regrown feathers, it has become more handsome, there is not a single wound on its body. It's really strange. The little girl hid at the base of the tree. Looking at the strong divine tree waking up, she gently said a sentence. "You finally woke up, it seems the herbs have worked." It turns out the little girl used resurrection herbs to save the white tiger, while she herself suffered a fatal injury, maintaining a bit of life force, seemingly just waiting for the white tiger to wake up so she could say a final word. Her eyes were tired as if they could fall at any moment. Seeing this scene, the white tiger seemed to understand everything. It panicked and yelled, "Everyone will die! Everyone will die!" But the little girl calmly endured the pain and said, "It's too noisy. I'm not dead yet. White tiger, can I ask you for a favor? Please save my little brother. 15 miles to the east, there is a ruined village. You can find my scent there. Please save my little brother. He has suffered a lot. Don't let him suffer any more. You must save him." The white tiger moved closer to the little girl. The little girl raised her hand to hug the white tiger's face and softly said, "I'm sorry, I can't take you to see the rose hill of our village anymore. But my little brother will take you." The white tiger could only tearfully watch the little girl say her last words. The little girl didn't want to make the white tiger sad. She tried to smile brightly and asked, "Is that okay?" The white tiger just kept looking at that smile, the most beautiful smile he had ever seen, the warmest, purest smile in this world. The white tiger said, "Okay." The entire space of this place suddenly covered in a late autumn orange-yellow color. It seemed the scenery was also heartbroken. The little girl's soul had left, leaving a childish smile on her face, her eyes still not closed. The white tiger softly called out, "Xiao Lam." But unfortunately, Xiao Lam's eyes no longer responded, could no longer hear this call from the white tiger. In the white tiger's head, the voice of Divine Tree's combat training echoed. It was so right. Because of not dodging, the white tiger got hurt, so it couldn't protect Xiao Lam. The little girl died tragically. The little girl was his lifesaver, but because of his poor combat skills, his benefactor died tragically. The white tiger was frustrated and choked, started crying loudly like a child. Tears and snot flowed like a waterfall. Then he roared loudly. Regret turned into endless anger and murderous intent. He was determined to kill everyone in this valley, to avenge Xiao Lam. As soon as the roar ended, the mutant centipede and the king crow appeared. They came here to finish off the white tiger. End of chapter 172.